Hello, class. I'm going to go over this problem, and I'm going to use the LCD method to solve this problem. So the first thing we've got to do in this problem is to find the LCD. And we've got an X, we've got 5X, we've got 5. Now, if you look at all these denominators and then denominators, and here we've got a 1. So X, 5X, 5. Now, we know that 5 times X is 5X. So X would be able to go into 5X. 5 would be able to go into 5X because 5X is kind of like the largest or the biggest term here because it's got a 5 and then it's got an X. So 1 would also be able to go into 5X. So common denominator for these is going to be the 5X. So we're going to use our 5X and then multiply each term by the 5X. In this problem, we've got 5 terms. The first one is the 2. The second one is the 4 over x. The third one is 24 over 5x. And then the last one is the 2/5. So we're going to multiply each of the terms by 5x. Or in other words, you're going to use the distributive property to multiply. So we've got 2 minus 4 over x. So I've multiplied everything on the left by 5x equals 5x times everything on the right. All right. So I use the distributive property here. So this brings me to 5x times 2. And then you've got a minus. Again, I'm going to multiply 5x by the 4 over x. So 5x times 4 over x equals 5x times 24 over 5x, and then minus 5x times 2 over 5. Okay. Now, for this step 1, you could have skipped that, right? And then just multiply each term by 5x. That's what I've just done in the second step. So multiplying, I'm going to have 10x from this first term, and then 5x, and then x at the bottom. X would cancel x. So I've got negative 5 times 4, and that gives me negative 20 equals. Now 5x will cancel 5x here, so I have 24 left because I've got 1 and then 1 there. And then 5 will cancel 5 here, so I've got minus x times 2, which is minus 2x. So this whole equation with fractions is kind of simplified to 10x minus 20 equals 24 minus 2x. 10x minus 20 equals 24 minus 2x. So I need space, so I'm going to go to the next page. And then I'm going to rewrite what I have here. So I've got 10x minus 20 equals 24 minus 2x. Now, I've got an x term and then an x term, so I'm going to bring them together. This is a minus, so I'm going to do a plus 2x, and then I do the same thing on the other side. So 10x plus 2x is giving me a 12x minus a 20 equals 24. Now, I've got the number 20 here, and then I've got 24, so I'm going to bring them together, and I add 20, add 20. This goes to 0. I have 12x equals 24 plus 20. So 12x equals 24 plus 20 is 44. I divide by 12. I divide by 12. So x equals 44 over 12. I think I should be able to simplify this a little bit. I could use 4. So 12 divided by 4, and then the same 4 would divide into 44. So this would give me 11 over 3. 11 and then 3 from here. So x equals 11 over 3. And that's it. Boom, I'm done. All right, another problem. So in this one, I've got 2x divided by 3 plus 3x plus 5 divided by 4 equals x minus 2 minus 4 minus x over 2. Again, the first step is to find your LCD. So the LCD for 3, 4, 6, and 2. Because 6 is the largest number, I'm going to be thinking about the multiples of 6. So 6 times 1 is 6. Then I go to 12, I go to 18, 24, then I keep going. So looking at these multiples, will 3 go into 6? Yes. 4 will not go into 6, so 6 will not work. What about 12? 3 will go into 12, yes. 4 will go into 12, oh yes. 2 will go into 12, yes. 6, of course, will go into 12. So my LCD is 12. So I'm going to multiply each term by the LCD, which is 12. Okay, remember there are 4 terms, or there are 4 fractions in this. So each fraction should get the 12 being multiplied by it or to it. Okay, so in other words, you could just put everything in here in parentheses and then multiply by 12. So 12 times, I'm using the distributive property, 12 times 2x over 3 plus 12 times 3x plus 5 over 4 equals 12 times x plus 2 over 6 minus 12 times 4 minus x over 2. So each term is getting the 12. Now, because this is multiplication, 3 will go into 12 4 times. With this one, 4 will go into 12 3 times. Here, 6 will go into 12 2 times. 2 will go into 12 6 times. So I'm going to have 4 times 2x, which is 8x, plus 3 times 3x plus 5 equals